How's it going, guys? So today's an exciting day. If you remember a few videos ago, we were looking at the Boyds Forest Dragons, and I noticed the big female, this girl up here, was looking really big and fat, and I thought she'd probably be full of eggs. She's probably gravid and has a lot of babies on the way. Well, it turns out this morning I come and check her, and she's actually looking quite a bit skinnier. She's a bit deflated looking, and she's probably hungry too. So I think she's laid some eggs. I think there's a nest in the back corner there. So let's check it out. Now here we actually have two lots of babies from that same female. This one is obviously older, and this one is from the start of the year. How good's that? So she's a really good breeder, amazing mum, produces a lot of eggs for me, and I'm so happy I can keep on furthering this species. So because I like to keep a really good eye on my animals, I can always tell if something's a bit different. And this morning I noticed that she was a bit deflated, like I said before, but I also noticed the substrate down the bottom here, sort of in this corner back here, has been sort of elevated, and some things look like they've been moved over there. So I'm pretty sure that's her nest site. Let's see what we can find. Alright, so here's the nest site here. And to the untrained eye, someone who hasn't bred these guys before, it probably wouldn't look that obvious. But to me, I think it's pretty spot on. You know, you can see all the leaves and stuff she's moved over on top of it, really packed it down. And that's a telltale sign that there's something going on here. Let's take a little look. See what we can find. So yeah, this time of year is really exciting because it's finally time for some more babies. Now I have incubated these before in the enclosure, very successfully, but I don't like to do that anymore. I like to dig the eggs up and incubate them separately, because I have had problems where babies have hatched out, you know, perfectly fine, and I just haven't seen them, and then they've ended up dying. Either the parents maybe had a snap at them, or the cleanup crew has got to them, something like that. So it's just not something I want to risk, because I want to make sure the babies are nice, happy, healthy, and safe. And oh, there we have it. There's one, nice and pearly white. Wow. I'm gonna grab the spoon for this part. It's sort of over in the corner. You gotta be nice and gentle. Wow, there's another one. There's always a question about how many she'll have. Her average is usually 4, but she's had up to 6 before. So we'll just keep digging. These are really nice and white, which is really good. Oh wow. Be very surprised if they weren't fertile. So there's 3 so far. Not sure if there'll be any more. See if I can get them out. Okay, looks like there's another one underneath. That's 1, 2, 3. Like with most reptile eggs, you don't want to turn these guys. You don't want to roll them, just in case the embryo drowns. Right, within the first 24 hours or so, it's usually not too much of a big deal. And that is 4. Wow, look at that egg. That is awesome. So pearly white. Wow. So let's dig around, see if there's any others. 4 is pretty typical. You see that earthworm there. Bioactivity, folks. It's the way to go. Alright, that looks like it's about it for the first clutch. Alright, so there's Mama. And there's her beautiful eggs. How cool is that? Really healthy looking eggs. This girl produces just amazingly. That's her and her future babies, and this girl down here, these are her future siblings. Crazy. I love these guys. How good's that, guys? A bunch of beautiful, healthy Boyds Forest Dragon eggs. It's awesome to be able to continue the species this year again. These guys breed really early, like mid to late winter compared to other species around Australia, which is like, you know, spring and summer. But nevertheless, it's so exciting. So how I set up these eggs is really simple. It's just a tub with some air holes in the side, filled with sphagnum moss. I waterlog this and then squeeze out all the water. So it's nice and moist, but it's not too wet. And then I simply cover up the eggs and incubate them at about 20 degrees Celsius. And then depending on the clutch, this clutch, because it's the first clutch of the year, will probably take at least over 150 days. But as it comes closer to spring and summer with their clutches, it usually comes down to about 100. It's interesting like that. But yeah, in no time we'll have some little baby dinosaurs coming out of here and some new siblings for this one here. Alright, so we'll just cover up these eggs and a little thin layer of moss just to keep more of a humidity pocket in there for them, and then we'll chuck this in the incubator. And in they go. Now I know there's going to be quite a few people excited for this video because there's lots of people after some baby boyds at the moment, but they're still going to take a while to hatch. If you'd like to see some more videos on the forest dragons, check out the links that'll pop up here and here. Otherwise, subscribe for more Australian reptiles. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.